These little like lilting moments in the strings are really lovely. Like their lift-offs are all really synced and together, which is also like just really good. What is that? Quintet playing? Sextet playing? Yeah, just like really incredible swells in the strings. Ugh. There's something else happening. Like the string texture is really smooth and like they're very much, I mean, they're playing beautifully together, first of all. Wonderful playing, but also the string texture is very even, which is really nice. I feel like they become this kind of like unified wash of sound, and then when there are these little moments where it's like a little bum bum, they're all like softening with kind of the same texture. Playing like with a nice tone quietly on stringed instruments is not the easiest thing to master technique wise, so it's just like really lovely that you can actually like hear them really pulling back and you get that kind of like low volume string tone. So very pretty. I'm gonna back it up a little bit. Ooh, really lovely little lines. I mean, like, beautiful cello tone, too. Holy shit. I am pretty obsessed with the string writing, and this is really cool. Like, cool. I'm gonna pause right there. I know that they're about to build. I'm gonna back it up for a second. Something that you learn when you're starting to talk about orchestration in school, you're learning theory, and then orchestration is a separate skill. So theory would be the crafting of the music like melodically and harmonically, and then orchestration is how you're choosing the voices that you're placing those melodies and harmonies in. So when you're learning orchestration, you learn about kind of the concept of doubling and all of the different colors that you can achieve if you're doubling in the same octave or in different octaves in different instrument pairings. So like, for example, like pairing the cello and the French horn, right? Like, what is that going to sound like compared to if you have the violins and the clarinets playing the same part at the same time? And are they in the same octave or are they in separate octaves? And how are you achieving these different like musical colors with those pairings, right? Because every pairing is going to interact with each other in a new way. So what they do here is the vocalist is then doubled for this kind of like big climax of the piece. The vocalist is doubled with a high violin that's taking the octave up, and it just creates this vertical space where we're now experiencing the melody instead of like, if you picture the low instruments here, the middle instruments here, and the high pitched instruments here, right? If the melody was right here in a line, we're now broadening like the sense of where you're feeling that melody, and we're creating like a bigger melodic channel of sorts, like through the piece, if that metaphor kind of makes sense. You're like widening it, and now we're doing this in parallel, and that that's what creates this really like expansive feeling where it feels like everything got really big and is like the melody is taking up more space during the climax. I hope that made sense as an explanation of why you would do that kind of thing, but it's just like a really gorgeous choice here. Right here. And I think she's also doubled by the cello, so we're actually really adding here. Yeah, I mean, beautiful. So, like, such good playing, like really lovely compositional choices. Like those final movements are really classic with that internal movement, and I think the cello, like, just good. That was just good.